In this video, I will show you a piece that is truly special to me. This piece is something I've been searching for over 3 years, since the very beginning of my journey selling and restoring mid-century furniture. This is an R.Huber scoop chair. The frame on this chair is made of teak and has a very cool, iconic mid-century look to it. It typically retails for $3,000 and above in restored condition. Now, I ended up getting this one for just $35, and let me tell you how. I went to a Facebook Marketplace ad which had listed a teak media unit for $200. I went to pick it up, and I noticed this chair in the front room. I inquired about it with the seller, and she said that she was selling all of these items for a gentleman who had passed and didn't have any family that was interested in this furniture. She insisted that I have it for only $35 because of the condition it was in. I told her a bit about my background and my expertise with mid-century furniture, and that I typically sell pieces like this, and it was worth a lot more than what she was asking. But she insisted that I have it for $35, so I ended up taking it home, and now I'm going to restore it for my own personal enjoyment and use. Earlier in this video, you may have noticed the joints in the frame of this chair were coming undone. And aside from needing a thorough clean and wood refinish, the upholstery and frame are actually very intact. With the help of a skilled friend of mine, we're going to disassemble and reassemble this frame.
Sweet. This one's just coming undone on its own. Ooh.
I'm now cleaning up some of the residual glue and sanding the joints so that the chair can be reassembled smoothly. Now, I've come across people using screws to fix old furniture before, but this time around, my friend suggested that we could make some plugs out of sapele wood. I think these should blend in nicely, but even with the contrast the way it is before being refinished, I think they look really nice in the frame. I then moved on to gluing some of the joints, and I know it seems like we've already made a lot of headway, but we actually probably had about 3 hours of work after this. This was probably one of the most difficult parts, which was clamping together the chair frame. We ended up making these wooden blocks cut on a 45-degree angle and hot glued them to the frame just to get the clamps to sit flush. After letting the glue dry overnight, I realized that the chair frame, after working on it, was not in great shape. I had originally hoped to clean this up with some steel wool and soap, and looking back, that probably would have worked, but I had already gotten a little bit ambitious and started sanding while I was waiting for the glue to dry in the shop, so I went ahead with my power sander and started sanding with 220 grit sandpaper. I used this for the flat surface of the arms, but for the rest of the chair, I ended up hand sanding. In this video, I'm using Odie's oil. This is a product I've been waiting to try for a long time, and I've seen it in many restorations of teak and mid-century modern furniture, and I have no doubt that the results will be amazing. Now, Odie's oil essentially works as both a top coat and a stain in this case. I'm rubbing it in with a scouring pad because that's what I had on hand, but typically I would also recommend using steel wool, the kind with 4 zeros on the label. Now, what this is doing is it's bringing out the original teak tones in the wood, and it'll also protect the wood. A little bit goes a long way with this, I've noticed, both in videos and now with my own experience using it. I recommend this for mid-century modern furniture, but I also highly recommend checking out their Instagram page to see other applications of this product. After 3 applications of Odie's oil, with appropriate dry time, our frame is finally ready, and it's time to clean the leather. Now, I didn't film much of this process because at this point I was really just wanting to get this chair restoration done, and it was easier to just clean and not press record. But using a toothbrush and a cloth and all-purpose cleaner, I gave the leather a really good clean and then allowed it to dry before using a leather conditioner. If you've made it this far, thank you for tuning in. This piece means a lot to me, and I honestly feel like I've completed my mid-century furniture picking journey, but in reality, I know that the hunt is never over. I live for moments like this, and I'm so glad that I could share this in the form of a video. These before and afters look incredible to me, and I cannot believe how good the grain turned out and how well the leather has held up after 6 decades. If you enjoy woodworking and custom furniture, I encourage you to check out my friend at mbc_woodworks on Instagram. Without his help, this video would not be possible. So give his page a follow and check out what he's working on. I don't think you'll be disappointed.